Good morning. Just got up. It's about 4:30 and we got about 16 miles to get in today before we get into the city or the town of Idyllwild. And it is April 21st. So I just wanted to get up this morning and wish my amazing son, Landon Wilson, happy 23rd birthday. Happy birthday, Landon. This will be your first birthday I've ever missed. And hope you have a great day, and I'll give you a call when I get into town. And I love you, and I'm very proud of you. And anyway, happy birthday, son. Love you. Bye.
Fire earlier, I'm like, look at that.
Good morning. I haven't been able to film a whole lot lately, so I've had a lot of phone issues that I won't go into on here, but I'm about to get those issues wrapped up. So just to get you up to speed, left the town of Idyllwild the day before yesterday. Stayed there for basically a day and a half, 2 nights in a hotel there, which was great. Basically got a chance to clean myself up, walk into town with my dirty clothes, do laundry at the laundromat. I sent a few things forward that I didn't want to have to carry. I sent my ice axe and my micro spikes. I haven't really needed those so far, so I sent those forward to Kennedy Meadows, which is further up north, because I will need them a little later. I sent a couple things home as I was kind of doing a shakedown of my pack to try to shave about 4 pounds off of it. A few things that I didn't want to throw away, so I mailed those home. And like my sun umbrella that I really didn't need. Haven't used that but maybe once. But as far as the hike goes lately, it's been a lot of hiking through snow lately, which is like cut my speed in half. Some of that snow, it's kind of half frozen, half slushy type stuff. It's kind of on the edge of an embankment, kind of like, what you're seeing here. Of course, there's no snow right here, but when you're walking across that snow, it gets kind of scary to think if you slip and fall, you're going to go sliding down that thing. So that's been most of the hike. A lot of climbing up lately. I didn't check every time, but I know we were up 8,300 feet, maybe higher for a while. But so now I'm hiking down the mountain, be down to the desert floor here pretty soon. And I'm gonna have to go into the town of Cabazon, I think it's called, because I got a new phone being shipped to me to the post office there. So I gotta decide where I'm gonna stay. Really didn't plan on spending another night in a hotel this soon, but I've got to get that phone and get this situation worked out. So you still have to deal with some real world problems while you're out here, but not a lot. I had a great group last night at the camp I stayed at. I really wasn't planning on staying at that camp. I was planning on going another couple miles further, but it was a great group, a great campsite. I'll show you some of the scenery here. So yeah, that was a great place to stay last night and get a chance to be at a good campsite that had some picnic tables where you can actually sit down and eat at a table. Probably gonna have a big weather change here in just a little while. It's been really cold lately up here this high where all the snow is, and so I know at night I've been zipped all the way up in my sleeping bag, head and everything inside that thing. But anyway, that kind of gets you caught up. Nothing too crazy's happened. But all right, I'll talk to you soon. Remember that last clip I just sent? Look at the difference in the way things have changed. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning, but I went from 4 layers of top clothing, a t-shirt, a little base layer, long sleeve thing, fleece, long sleeve fleece, and my puffy jacket. I had a beanie on my head, and I had running tights on my legs under these shorts, gloves. Now it's down to t-shirt, shorts, no hat, no more snow, and now it's right back to hot desert. So it changes dramatically. This trail is one thing just never boring, I will say that. Well, I just want to show you a little bit of this. It's not all pretty, nice, gorgeous views out here with great hiking trails. This is just a crappy, ugly section of the trail. You got windmills and power lines, and kind of a cool scene back there with the clouds on top of the mountains there, though. I didn't even see that, so I'm going away from that direction, but hey, look, some trail magic. So there's PCT volunteers are called trail angels. I think I might have mentioned that. Occasionally they'll leave little treasures like this where they know there's been some tough spots to hike. Got a hiker box here. Got some stuff in it that some people have just dumped off. One smashed Nutri-Grain bar. Some kind of chocolate chip cookie dough. I've got so many bars right now though. Let's see what's in here. Some sodas, a Gatorade. Still pretty cold. I might have to drink one of those. Lots of waters. And one baby orange, or two baby oranges left. I'm gonna take one of those. I'm gonna take some beef jerky and I'm gonna put it in some hot water and try to kind of like rehydrate it. And then I'm gonna hold the tortilla kind of over the top of it and let the steam hopefully heat the tortilla up. And then I've got some taco casa hot sauce I'm gonna put on it. So I'm gonna try to make kind of like a little beef taco and see if it works. I'm getting tired of tuna and ramen. So I'm gonna give it a try. Man, wasn't very much beef jerky. Pretty good. So going through some of these riverbeds, it can be really difficult to find the trail at times. And you can always pull out that gut hook app and help us find the trail, but these posts, which most of the time have like a little sign or a sticker that says PCT, that helps. And then also, sometimes you can't find the post. You'll stop, you'll look around, you can't figure out where in the world the trail goes. And you'll see these man-made stacks of rock, which I've been told are called cairns. And those are little signs or indicators of where the trail goes. So I just thought that was interesting and thought I would share that with you. Well, I'm not sure how this is still considered the desert section. Looks nothing like the desert, and this is what we've been hiking through the whole time. It's raining, and looks like this is going to be our 5th little river creek crossing that we've had to do today. Oh no, we don't have to cross this one. But it's still considered the desert, but doesn't seem anything like it. So this is kind of a typical lunch break. We've got a tortilla with some sweet and spicy tuna and some taco sauce. And I've got my feet airing out, socks up here drying, fixing to put on some foot powder, We're coming up on a place called Coon Creek Cabin. And there were some comments on our Gut Hook app that said this place is haunted. We're gonna go check it out. Because really, if you come up on a cabin that's supposedly haunted out in the middle of nowhere, can you really not stay there? I mean, that just makes it all the more exciting. Well, no windows. Some lizards. Well, morning. So I'm somewhere around the 270 mile mark right now. I'll be going into the town of Big Bear Lake. Got some stuff being shipped to the post office there, and got to pick that up. So I did stay all night in the supposedly haunted cabin last night, and I think initially on the video previously I showed that I was just going to be sleeping on some pine needles in my sleeping bag. But I took the advice from another hiker that came along who went ahead and set up their tent inside the cabin because there were some notes that there were a lot of rodents in that cabin. Hold on. I lost the trail. So I did go ahead and set up my tent in there, and I'm glad that I did, because either yes, it was haunted, or there were some creepy rodents in there, because I heard some stuff scurrying around all night. So definitely glad I put my tent up. I had a few people, thought I'd try to answer some questions on here. I've tried to answer them through Facebook and stuff, but the signal has been so sporadic lately that half the time I don't think my messages go through. One of the questions I've got from several people is, do you think about quitting? And at this point, I can honestly say I haven't seriously ever thought about quitting. Never even really kind of thought about it, actually. I think one of the things that helps, because someone had said, don't you ever think about quitting? You've been going for, 3 weeks and you've still got, however many miles left to go, 2,300 miles left to go. But I think one of the big things that helps is I really try not to ever think about the full distance, that there's still 2,300 miles left. I really just kind of focus on 50-mile blocks, and then just day to day. Where do I have to get to camp? Where do I have to get to find water? Where's the next town coming up where I can resupply, and take a little break? I really just try to think like that, because I do think if I was always thinking to myself, man, you got 2,300 miles left to go, I could see that really wearing you down psychologically. So hopefully that answers that question. Is no, I haven't thought about quitting, and I think in 50-mile blocks instead of the whole distance. Pretty view today. I still find it crazy that this is considered the desert section, and the weather changes. Man, yesterday I didn't know what to wear. For a while I would be burning up thinking about going down to a t-shirt, and 15 minutes later I'd be thinking about putting another layer on because it was cold. Lots of changes. All right, trying to keep these clips shorter. Sometimes I go too long. See you later. So I'm in the town of Big Bear Lake. I caught a ride in this morning from the trailhead. She dropped me off at McDonald's, and from there I had to walk to the post office, pick up some stuff from Amazon. I ordered some power bars and a new phone case and stuff like that from Amazon I had to pick up. And I've got to walk a couple of miles to my hotel. But really cool little town here, and I'll be staying here. I had breakfast a little while ago at McDonald's at about 8 o'clock or so, and so I try to get in early, and even though they won't let you check into your room, I'll get there early, let them know I'm here, and drop my backpack off. Then I'll walk around town and do any errands that I need to do. And then they'll usually end up texting me and let me know my room's done early. I like to try to milk every extra minute I can out of that room. And hopefully all my little chores are done and I can just chill out in the room and rest the rest of the day. But anyway, try to give you a little view of this town. Really popular ski town, I guess.